Good evening. Over the next 40 minutes, we'll find out which two teams will contest the Carling Cup final at Wembley on February the 27th. Our focus is on tonight's semi-final second leg between Birmingham and West Ham, but we'll also bring you highlights of the other semi-final that took place at the Emirates last night. Steve Claridge knows what it's like to win this trophy. He's here with me to pick the bones from both matches, and they were still very much in the balance. Well, everyone thought the first leg of West Ham's semi-final with Birmingham would be Avram Grant's last game in charge, but he's still there and on the verge of a trip to Wembley as the Hammers held a one-goal lead going into the second leg. As for the Blues, it's 10 years since they reached the League Cup final. They had an away goal and perhaps crucially, home advantage. The story of the first leg was Ipswich Town. Their victory over Arsenal raised a few eyebrows and gave the Tractor Boys a chance to dream. They've had a change of manager in the meantime, but no doubt as to the task that lay ahead for Paul Jewell's men as they entered the fortress that is the Emirates. Now, there's no doubt the Carling Cup has offered both Birmingham and West Ham some respite from their efforts to avoid relegation from the Premier League. The Blues were looking to win their first major silverware since they won the League Cup back in 1963, while West Ham have never won this tournament, although they have been runners-up twice. A reminder then, West Ham won the first leg 2-1 at Upton Park. Extra time and penalties are a possibility, with away goals only coming into play after extra time. Let's get straight to the action then. On hand at a packed St Andrews for us was Martin Keown and Guy Mowbray.
It may be advantage West Ham, but the visitors' one-goal start tonight has done little to stifle the St Andrews atmosphere or Birmingham's confidence. They're calling it Wembley Wednesday. 5 changes to the Birmingham team, hit for 5 at Old Trafford Saturday. Seb Larsson, Craig Gardner and Lee Bowyer all back in midfield. Cameron Jerome in attack. And in defence, there's just a third Blues game for the former Czech international Martin Jiranek. Well, West Ham fared better at the weekend, and theirs is the same team, bar one, that drew at Everton. The one is Freddie Piquillon, sent off by a second yellow card for leaving the pitch to share his joy of scoring with the fans. Carlton Cole comes in. He was the first leg match winner. A welcome distraction from the battle to stay in the Barclays Premier League for both managers. A Wembley final awaits for just one of these two teams. And for both clubs, it has been too long since they played at the traditional home of English football. Yes, Birmingham were there in 1995 for an auto windscreen shield final. Not really at the level where they think they should be. West Ham, well, you have to go back to 1980. Trevor Brooking's stooping header against Arsenal and all. Boa Morte. That's Matthew Upson, well known to Birmingham City supporters. He spent 4 years as a player in the second city wearing blue. Bridge. Hines working it into a shooting position and bringing the first save of the night out of Ben Foster.
That's a nice tidy bit of play there from Hines, isn't it? Cuts inside, does everything right, just not enough power on the shot. It's a comfortable save in the end.
Alec McLeish won 3 Scottish League Cups whilst as Rangers manager, and as a player with Aberdeen lifted that trophy twice. His love of this competition has grown this season, not surprisingly, as it's gone on for Birmingham. Openly admits he saw it as a distraction in the early rounds. He still insists he'd much rather Birmingham were in the Premier League for the next 10 years than win this. But when you're so close, you'll be desperate to get through to the Wembley final.
Shows you the different expectations, though. When he was at Rangers, he was used to winning things. Of course, here he just wants to stay in the Premiership, but it's a great chance for them tonight.
Liam Ridgewell. Collected by Bowyer. Blocked by Tompkins. Now a chance for Seb Larsson. Boa Morte goes in, it'll be a Birmingham throw. And already we've seen, on a couple of occasions, some last-ditch West Ham defending, sliding to block the shots. Carr, he's wriggled his way free of Hines. The cross is straight into Rob Green's grasp. Larsson managing to hold off Mark Noble. That's Carr, blocked by Bridge. think with the top of his back, shoulder blades maybe, but Birmingham will shout for anything. Noble. That's a good ball, and the flag is stayed down. It's Zavon Hines. Cole's getting there. Saved by Foster. Difficult for Hines from that angle. He had an awful lot to do. Cole not really quite there in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, listen, again, it's West Ham on the break. Birmingham have got to be really careful, and I think the keeper does well there.
West Ham not quite in so much of a hurry. Spectre. Nearly found Hines. Cole goes for it. Foster calls, and Carr leaves it for the keeper.
Just wondering if it might have come off the hand there, but no, it's nothing doing. I think it's a good decision by the referee.
Wayne Bridge. He the only winner of this competition. Here's Cole. I was going to say in the West Ham team. And he did well there, Wayne Bridge, setting Carlton Cole away.
Well, this is just a long ball down the middle. You don't think there's any problem, and Carlton Cole's pace gets him there. And in the end, he's unlucky with it, with that effort.
Not just Avram Grant under pressure. Alec McLeish too. Mitchell. Tompkins in on Jerome. Ober's header away. And the touch from Noble was important. In goes Ferguson though. Now it's Gardner, and he's let fly. He just spotted Rob Green off his line, but it was going to take something very special to score from there.
Yeah, it's certainly a long way out. And again, you just want them to be patient, and he shoots from distance, and he's really never going to score from there.
Here's Noble. Cole. Got goal side. And it's headed away by Liam Ridgewell, who was then promptly flattened, but he did his bit.
Yeah, again, great build-up. He's onside there for me. And look at his strength, and he gets the cross in. And thankfully, Ridgewell is there to save the day.
Looking for Hines. Jiraneku got the ball away and out. Bridge. Cole. He's gone for it! What a goal! That is a wonder strike from Carlton Cole!
Wow, that's truly an amazing strike. We said which Carlton Cole was going to turn up, and he's shown us it's the one that played for England and showed so much promise. I mean, it's just a simple throw in. He lets it run across his body, and he thinks, oh, I might hit this. And he plants it in the bottom corner of the goal. I mean, it's a fantastic strike.
Well, the goal he scored in the first leg went through Ben Foster. It was soft. Foster that time, well, he wasn't even attempting to grasp thin air. It was past him in an instant. It was curled into the corner. It was Carlton Cole at his best. Here's Cole, man of the moment for West Ham. A striker, well, he's given the ball away. Back to his worst as Derbyshire shoots. Green gets a strong hand to it. And he bounced the ball away, the keeper. Cole nearly went from hero to villain in an instant.
That was an excellent save from the keeper, but Gardner, what a great strike that was.
Ferguson. Jerome on the move. That's Carr's header. Parker leaving it for Noble and vice versa. Looked like a free kick. Yeah, Parker catching Bowyer at full stretch, or I beg your pardon, Mark Noble it was with the foul.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. He's stretching, isn't it? A bit of confusion between the two of them.
Rob Green has to think about who will hit it.
Looks like Larson.
It was straight at Green, well watched, well held. Gardner. Now Bowyer. Jerome darting into a goal-scoring position. Jerome now looks for help. It's Derbyshire, and Bowyer is screaming at his teammate and saying, "You should have left it to me."
He is, but you won't get a striker to leave a ball there. It's great running from Jerome. You can see Bowyer at the far stick. Derbyshire decides he's going to head it. He elects to head it. Can't get any power on it.
Is that a call for continued patience from the manager? Palms outstretched, no panic yet. They've got to conjure 2 goals at least from somewhere. Free kick.
Yeah, no complaints. And this is a useful opportunity for West Ham.
Sliced and off the post. Goodness me, West Ham nearly doubled their lead on the night. Zavon Hines popping up in the penalty area.
Well, you're wondering how on earth has he got that in. I mean, it's a great bit of improvisation there, isn't it? And he very nearly puts it in. If that goes in, that's an outstanding finish. At the moment, West Ham can be more than happy with what they've done. And Alex McLeish is going to have to do something at half-time to change this.
He needs something to change. And to go about making that happen, he's making a change. Matt Derbyshire's number is up, and coming on is the towering figure of Nikola Zigic. Yet to truly win over the Birmingham City supporters since his close-season move from Valencia. Birmingham start the second half. The Carling Cup tie, but at the moment they look very likely to lose, and there will be no Wembley final for the men from Birmingham City this season. Well, not in this competition anyway. They are still in the FA Cup. Coventry come at the weekend. Ferguson, is he caught by Parker? Well, he stayed down, and West Ham are trying to break. Given away though by Hines to Larsson. Larsson's gone for goal, and Green had to stretch. Didn't look as though there was going to be any trouble for the keeper from the shot when it was initially fired in, but he had to react in the end.
No, Larsson can hit these.
Larsson gets around the outside, headed away by Upson. Stephen Carr joins in with the Birmingham attack. Larsson, Jerome, Upson's there again. Wouldn't it be just like a typical English footballing script if the former player is ultimately the hero? And Upson's been rock solid at his old ground.
That was a great foot he got in there.
Up towards Zigic. Knocked down for Gardner! Well, he couldn't have hit the post any more firmly.
That's a sweet strike, isn't it? He's in Zigic's ball, heads it down. I mean, a great strike with his left foot.
What a difference that's made to the noise around this place.
How on earth has that stayed out?
Rob Green, you can see, came herring from his goal, and he was taking issue with those downfield. Gardner overdid it. Ferguson, now Ridgewell, in towards Jerome. Tompkins was first in the queue. That was that handball, it came off Wayne Bridge, it went behind, it's a corner. Birmingham won a penalty.
Yeah, it's a high ball again into the box, comes off Tompkins. Just looking at it here, well, more the shoulder for me. Definitely comes off. I think I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. I think it's hit the shoulder, but listen, it's sloppy anyway.
It was all at sea, isn't it?
He is.
Look at Lee Bowyer, straight away. Ridgewell! Only just wide, and it was touched behind by Robert Green. Was that sneaking in?
That's a great run, isn't it? Just across the front.
Another Larsson corner. He's gone deep this time. It's going to come to Bowyer! He has smashed that home! Birmingham City are back in the cup tie.
Wow, that's an incredible finish. The degree of difficulty on this ball. I think it's Upson who does a great header, clears it, does everything he can. And look at this for a finish. On the half volley. It's in the back of the net before you can look up. Incredible strike.
The East End boy, twice a West Ham player. He's just caused a few nerves amongst those West Ham supporters and got Alex McLeish and co believing again. Bowyer, he's got it back from Spector. This is Jerome, and now Ridgewell. Ridgewell has time to steady himself. Zigic attacks it. West Ham bodies in the way, it's a corner.
I think again Upson does brilliantly in the air. I mean, the big man is giving him 4 or 5 inches away there, and Upson manages to get up and put something on it.
Larsson again, likes to vary them. Jiranek was waiting for it. That's Ferguson! Great save by Green. That came through a whole crowd of players, but he watched it all the way.
Look how late he sees it as well, and it's bouncing off the deck. It's like a bouncing bomb, isn't it? And he manages to scamper across and keep his team in it.
For the first time tonight, Avram Grant and Wally Downs have a problem to think about solving. Here's Jerome. Trying to do it before Phillips comes on. He might be the player sacrificed, I don't know. It's going to be a Birmingham corner in the meantime. I should think they'll hold off on that change for now.
Well, he's suddenly come to life. Maybe he's looked across, seen him coming off.
All eyes on Zigic. Jerome gets up, and it's flicked over the bar by Green.
Well, I mean, Green was talking about question marks in his career. It's a great header. Watched it all the way there. Just done enough for his team.
Bowyer's corner, headed in! Roger Johnson makes it 2-1 Birmingham, and the tie is all level.
Wow, he said it was relentless. I mean, this is a towering header from Johnson. I mean, he heads it down to the ground. You look in there, it's over the top of Upson, who's won everything all night. The keeper can do nothing about it.
Ferguson, through for Jerome, he's onto it as well, saved by Green. Jerome can't quite get there. Howard Webb has to watch the melee that develops after that. And it's all smiles between Zigic and Green.
Wow, I mean, look at this, it's a foot race really between Upson and Cameron Jerome. Great strike, and you're wondering if Upson's fouled him, but in the end I think it's another good decision from the ref.
Dyer. Jurinic will let that one run back to Foster, and there's an altercation. Ferguson and Dyer, and Spector's involved, and Carr. I think Spector and Carr are playing the role of peacemakers. Little kick out from Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson's had a kick out, and Dyer's reacted, and Ferguson seems to have lost his head there.
There's going to be a yellow card, Kieran Dyer, and no surprise to see Barry Ferguson get one as well. Larson. Up goes Zigic. Tompkins doesn't know where it is. Gardner's racing onto it. Off the post and cleared by Faubert.
Unbelievable.
Craig Gardner, the thickness of an upright away from taking Birmingham to Wembley. Johnson. Larson. Ferguson can't keep it in. We have now played 3 minutes of added time at St Andrews, and we're ready for 30 minutes of extra time. Look how close Birmingham were to winning it.
Well, I mean, the keeper's not convincing, but he pushes it onto the post. That's twice now Gardner hits the post in this second half, and they really could have won it there, couldn't they?
Now the managers have work to do. Now we're set for even more excitement. Full time with extra time to come. Birmingham 2, West Ham 1. It's 3-3 on aggregate. The blast on Howard Webb's whistle indicates the start of the first 15 minutes of extra time. Nikola Zigic has straight away patted the ball down in front of him and given West Ham a free kick. And Howard Webb has shown real leniency by not showing him the yellow card for that. Stephen Carr took the ball away from Kieran Dyer. Now it's Craig Gardner, bit of space for Birmingham. Gardner with the shot, it's in this time. Green got a glove to it, but couldn't keep that one out. Craig Gardner scores. Birmingham have the lead in the tie.
I mean, it's good play from Carr. He breaks from deep. It's just relentless. They just keep coming back. He just plays the ball inside. Look at the space he's got. And he hits it from distance, and really the keeper, for me, should be saving this. He gets a good hand on it, and it's just not strong enough. And I think he knows. But, I mean, all credit to Gardner, but it's there to be saved.
The West Ham goal to make it 3-2 Birmingham on the night gives them the advantage, because away goals come into force after extra time. We can't now have penalties. Knocked down by Ferguson, but it was picked off by a whole posse of West Ham players. This is no ball. Foster holds. Noble trying to do at that end what Gardner has done so successfully at the other. Bridge looking for Parker. Scott Parker over the bar.
What a chance that was. Again, it's the ball. Put it in the box and test them. And it falls to Parker and he's leaning back, and you've really got to hit the target there, haven't you, from that sort of area.
Noble. Fobe. It's West Ham who are putting the pressure on here. And that's over the bar from Dyer. Will there be a better chance?
Wow, unbelievable. I mean, the ball comes in. Look at Ridgewell, unconvincing header. And you suddenly Dyer there. He's just got to guide that into the corner.
Noble. Fobe really prominent in an attacking sense down the right now. And he's forced a corner for West Ham United.
This is a really big moment in the match.
A Wayne Bridge corner for West Ham United. They need a goal. It's flicked across goal. It's Carlton Cole, and Foster has saved.
Wow, I mean, this is a great effort from Carlton Cole. How does he prize that one out? And Foster stays alert. Not a lot of pace on it, but that's heading into the goal if he doesn't save it for his team.
3 minutes left of West Ham's Carling Cup campaign. 3 minutes until Birmingham City can start planning for Wembley at the end of next month. The plans might become a bit firmer here. It's David Murphy, and Green makes the save. Murphy all set to seal it.
Well, I mean, Green, this is an outstanding save because Murphy does everything right there. And what a save that is.
All eyes on Howard Webb. Time is almost up. He's had one long look at the left wrist. Cameron Jerome on the ball for Birmingham City. And running into the corner with it still so full of running. It's out for a throw. There'll barely be time for the ball to get back onto the field.
I think Tompkins is on the ground because Cameron Jerome's run over the top of him. He makes his challenge, and look, it comes right down on the player, and the referee does nothing about it.
David Murphy with the throw. Zigic. West Ham try to get away, but they're out of the Carling Cup, and it's Birmingham City who have turned this tie around, and they are going to Wembley for the Carling Cup final. Behind from the first leg, behind at half-time tonight. Goals from Lee Bowyer and Roger Johnson took it to added time. And Craig Gardner, a blue, born and bred, scored the goal to take Birmingham to the final.
Well, Alec, there's a bit of history made there. Birmingham City, it's been a long time going to Wembley.
Yeah, that's a great feeling. It's not sunk in yet, but it is a fantastic achievement. I'm really proud of the lads, proud of the St Andrews crowd tonight. They were at their best also. They really went for it with us in the second half, and as we made a change and I told the lads we're out of the cup if we don't do something, make some kind of impact in the second half. And to a man, they were marvellous.
I think for the beginning everything went well. We played well, we scored goals, and then the second half we didn't deal well with the two corners. That was not good for us.
You had a deserved lead at half-time, and all, as you said, all was looking well.
Yeah, we deserved it. We was winning. We played football. I think everything was well. We didn't even know what to say to the players in the half-time, just to continue to play like we play. But then it was difficult with us in the corners.
It's unbelievable. I'm talking about it now. It's like a dream, and to see Birmingham at Wembley is unbelievable. To actually score the goal to put on there is just a dream come true, and it's unbelievable.
I've led teams out in Scotland, and I've also, as a player, been in many finals. But to come to England and to be in a major final in England will be a very proud moment indeed at Wembley.